cause nothing's working. I'm out of service. I'm helping now, I'm fucking nervous. I'm trying to this nigga service. So I keep my mouth shut and not listen. Afraid I lose you if I did it. Yeah, we find what we're missing and compromise. So I keep my shoes on and not leaving. We're on thin ice, winter season. Yeah, if I sing, no reason not to say goodbye. Oh, if I say what's on my mind, would you stay with me tonight? If I say what's on my mind, would that make you run and hide? Run and hide. Run and hide. If I say what's on my mind, would that make you run and hide? Would that make you run and hide? I don't wanna say anything, cause if I do, I might say the wrong words. Oh no. So I'll keep my mouth shut and not listen. Afraid I lose you if I didn't. Yeah, we find what we're missing and compromise. So I'll keep my shoes on and not leaving. We're on thin ice, winter season. Yeah, we
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here for some Donut Box Firestone Late Model Series action tonight. We're here at Five Flags Speedway. Think we're in Florida. This place, kind of a dump, not gonna lie. But nonetheless, it's Monday night, which means it's time for some Donut Box Firestone Late Models racing. Right now, Caden Tufts, no surprise, top of the leaderboard, 16.63. That's a track record. Once again, folks, Caden Tufts, the lone Canadian in the field racing here tonight, top of the leaderboard. He's the man to beat just about every single week. We're going to see if anything changes here. But so far, we got about 13 cars signed in here for some Donut Box Firestone Late Model Series action right here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the best streaming service in the business. Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Quit wasting your money on junk services. Netflix, it's junk. Get rid of it. Dirt Vision, terrible. Low racing, don't need it. All you need, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. It's free. The GOAT, Blake Hutchinson, on the call here tonight. In the meantime, we're going to get some of that patented Hutchinson Motorsports tunes playing for you because we know you folks love it at home. This is the best in the business. I mean, come on. Let us know in the chat who's the favorite to win it tonight. Don't say Caden Tufts, because we all know he is. Is it going to be the family man, Tony Osborne, the number 10 machine? Doubt it. Tell you who it's not going to be. This 88 car, Cody Moore, he looks like an idiot out here. Oh my gosh, what is he doing? 16.76. Cody, get on the gas. Well, folks, we appreciate you tuning in here, spending your Monday night right here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV with the GOAT, Blake Hutchinson, on the call. About 5+ minutes left of practice. We're going to jump straight into qualifying. Then we got some heat race action followed by our feature event. Going to be a good one here tonight. A stout field of racers. Donut Box Firestone Late Model Series brought to you by Firestone Complete Auto Care of Jasper, Alabama. The best in the business, no matter what you drive a Firestone. If you're in the Jasper, Alabama area, be sure to swing by there. Let them know you appreciate their support here. Bringing you this broadcast live so you can watch it. And folks, we cut no corners here at Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We got our eyes in the sky, the Hutchinson Motorsports blimp. Look at these beautiful views around this speedway. We got the tunes playing, a sold-out crowd. I think we're here in Pensacola, Florida. Let's pull up some track information in the meantime. We're at the half-mile Five Flags Speedway, 78 degrees Fahrenheit out here. Beautiful night for racing. Newcomer to the league, Rian Philbrick, the Rumford, Maine native. In the 06 car. Surprise us, or is he gonna be jumped? Be sure, give the video a like, give it a share, give us a comment, all the good stuff. Because the GOAT Blake Hutchinson's on the call for you, bringing you the action live, best in the business. That's why they call me the GOAT. I wish they wouldn't call me it, but they do. We're killing some time here with some Donut Box Firestone Late Model Series practice action. Few more minutes left before we jump into qualifying. Caden Tufts in the 00. Quick time so far, 16.63. The lone Canadian in the field that races here, folks. The other Canadian, Mike Poole, he don't race. He's just up in the tower making the terrible decisions he does. Week in and week out. Every week he surprises me more. Mike Poole. Folks, so far I'm not seeing the GOAT, Brent Mekes. Brent Mekes has the most late model wins in Donut Box history. That's not confirmed, but I'm going to stick with it. Brent Mekes has been on a tear this season, but oh, wait a minute, folks. He's here. The GOAT, Brent Mekes, the number 66, and he spins it out right on cue. The Allentown, Pennsylvania, Brent Mekes is junk. 1669, Brent Mekes, you need to find the gas, get on it, and send it, bud, because you, sir, are slow. The family man, Tony Osborne, is even in front of him. Unbelievable. I'll tell you who's still in the back. How about the 88 car, Cody Moore? He's probably made more laps than anybody around this track. He's dead last. Oh, there's a newcomer on the track. He's not dead last anymore. But this 88 late model is a lump of junk. Cody Moore sitting basically in last here tonight. He's all over the place. Unbelievable. Cody must be letting his girlfriend drive this race. That car's junk. In the meantime, we're going to watch Kenny Collins wheel it around this track. That ugly, junk-looking number 87 machine. Kenny Collins, newcomer to the league, and boy, is he slow. 17.36. Kenny, please report to the rear, because you, sir, are junk. Jesse Boston, newcomer here in the league. He's junk as well. The number 30 car, he's in the back. Meanwhile, Brent Mekes, the GOAT, trying to figure out this Five Flags Speedway half mile. Can the GOAT find victory lane again? He's got a minute left to practice before we jump straight into qualifying action. Then we're going to get on down to some heat races, then to our main event. Tonight's feature right here, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, bringing you the action live. Unfortunate news here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the field filler, Kyle Green, is not going to be able to be here with us. After last week's tragic wreck, he junked his car about 3 times, and the last one was just too much for him. Not going to make it here. The field filler, Kyle Green, is absent tonight. Portland Herman not going to make it either. He kind of sucks anyways, but he's not going to be here this week. That's going to conclude our practice here. Five Flags Speedway practice has concluded. The Donut Box Firestone Late Model Series is about to jump straight into qualifying action. We're going to bring you the action live, folks. Who's the first car that's going to hit the track? Let's wait and find out. Hang on, folks. The suspense is killing me. Uh-oh. We got a handful of them, folks. But one of which is Caden Tufts, the 00. He's going to be the pace setter here. He was our fastest car in practice, and boy, he's up front every single week. He's always the favorite to win. We're going to see what he can do, though. The Canadian believes he drives Legends cars in real life. But here he is in that 00 Firestone Late Model. Taking the green flag is Caden Tufts in the 00 out of Canada. Heading into turn 1, he comes out sideways. He's going to junk it. What a choke job, Caden Tufts. Please report to the pits, because you suck. So far, Jesse Boston in the number 30 car. First car to make a lap, 60.88. That's terrible. Right now, Bertrand on the top of the board, 16.85. Cody Moore out there as well. We know he's going to be in the back, folks. He looked terrible. I believe he's letting his girlfriend drive here tonight. At least that's what I'm going with. But top of the leaderboard, 16.76. Not going to hold long as Bertrand takes back the top spot. 16.70 for the 79 car out of Oakdale, Connecticut. EJ Bertrand, top of the leaderboard right now. Ladies and gentlemen, rolling out onto the track. It's one of the fan favorites. It's the family man, Tony Osborne, the number 10 car out of Elk Creek, Virginia. What kind of lap time does Tony Osborne have for us here, folks? My guess is he's going to be third out of this group so far. Meanwhile, we're going to swap it up here. Brent Mackey's warming them tires up. What a cheater. The GOAT, Brent Mackey's last week's winner, able to get back in victory lane. He's taking the green flag for his first lap around the speedway. We got a new quick time. It's the 06 of Ryan Philbrick. The Rumford, Maine native coming out of turn 4, crossing the line for his last lap time. 16.66, improves on his last lap. Meanwhile, Tony Osborne coming out of turn 4. His lap time going to be a 16.92. That is terrible. Oh, my goodness. The family man, Tony Osborne, letting his family down. He's in dead last. Tony Osborne, report to the rear where you're to stay, bud. Britt Mackey's crossing the line, 16.69. But, folks, how about Ryan Philbrick? Out of nowhere, nobody would have guessed it, but the 06 car, the Maine native, Ryan Philbrick, top of the leaderboard, 16.66. Can it hold on? We still got a few fast cars around the track. One of them is right here, Grandpa Chris France, coming out of turn 4, going to cross the line, lap time, terrible, 16.81. He's in the back. He's got one more lap to go. Otherwise, we got Casey Quigley in the 27 car. His first lap, coming out of turn 4. Oh, that's turn 2. Got a little loose there. Can he maintain his momentum? Out of 4. Might have hit the wall there. I don't know. It looks pretty slow to me, not going to lie. Quigley to the back. 16.89. Boy, we got some clowns out here tonight, folks. Meanwhile, Nash Pointer out there. His first lap going to be 16.77. We're going to see if he can do any better his second lap. He's heading on to the backstretch. Into turn 3. We're on board with Nash Pointer. His final lap for qualifying. Coming out of 4. He's going to cross the line with a lap time of 16.69. That's going to put him in third here so far, folks. That's basically everybody, folks, so it might be official. How about Ryan Philbrick? Top of the leaderboard out of Rumford, Maine. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it, folks. There's nobody else left. It's official, ladies and gentlemen. Quick time, Ryan Philbrick, 16.66. Top of the leaderboard. It's the 06 car. I believe he's making his Donut Box Firestone Late Model Series debut. And boy, what a great way to start it out. Top of the leaderboard. He's the man to beat here tonight. Ryan Philbrick out of Rumford. Man, he is bad fast. In the meantime, we got a few more minutes left to qualifying action, I do believe. So let's get them tunes playing. Patented Hutchinson Motorsports music, best in the business. We cut no corners here. Hutchinson Motorsports TV. The GOAT, Blake Hutchinson, on the call here tonight, bringing you this action live. As you can see it, it's happening right here, right now. Let's find a good song. We're here, Pensacola, Florida. Five Flags Speedway Monday night racing donut box Firestone Late Model Series brought to you by Firestone Complete Auto Care of Jasper, Alabama. And folks, it's time to grid up here for some heat race action. Here's your starting lineup for heat number 1. On the pole, making his Donut Box Firestone Late Model Series debut in the 06 car, it's Ryan Philbrick. To his outside in the 12 machine, it's Nash Pointer. Row number 2 on the inside in the 85, Brandon Kiger. To his outside in the 30, it's Jesse Boston. Row number 3 on the inside, it's Grandpa Chris Franz in the 18. To his outside, the number 87 machine of Kenny Collins, and in the back row, all to himself, it's the family man. In the 10 car, Tony Osborne. Boy, did Tony look slow in his qualifying run. Is he gonna let his family down again here tonight? Or is he gonna find some speed? Only one way to find out, folks. That's to stay tuned in live right here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. The GOAT, Blake Hutchinson, here on the call. This is going to be a good one, folks. No telling what's going to happen. Because Ryan Philbrick, he's a newcomer here. So don't know much about him, except I know he is hooked up right here tonight in bad fast and qualifying. Top of the leaderboard. He's going to take off from the pole. Cars he's got to look out for. Brandon Kiger, always fast in that 85 machine. To his outside, Nash Pointer. Not going to lie, he's okay, but he's no ringer. Sorry, Nash. Should be a good one for Ryan Philbrick. If he can get a good start, he's got a shot at this 10-lap heat race. Heat race number 1 on the night, folks. We're going to have 2 of them, so don't you worry. Plenty of race action to go around. You're probably going to see timing and scoring crash here. It does not like heat race action. But that's fine, folks. Because I'm here bringing you the action live, and I'll let you know what's going on. But front row's going to be Philbrick on the inside, Pointer on the outside. These guys warming these tires up in front of this Pensacola sold-out crowd here for the Donut Box Firestone Late Model Series race right here, Monday night racing, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, folks. We are live right now. This is not pre-recorded. We are 100% live, bringing you this action right here, right now. We're going to get another pace lap around, build up the tension here, folks. Look at this beautiful view. Our eyes in the sky, the Hutchinson Motorsports blimp. Unbelievable. We cut no corners here at Hutchinson Motorsports TV in front of this sold-out crowd. Millions and millions watching at home. Thousands in the grandstands. Everybody loves it. It's time for some Donut Box Firestone Late Model Series action. Pace cars should be headed in this time around. The field is bunched up. Pace car is about to head in. Entering the restart zone. Green flag in the air, and they're getting tangled up. We are green, and we are rolling here at Five Flags Speedway. Heading into turn 1. Out front, it's Philbrick, the newcomer. But right on his back bumper is the 85, and he almost goes for a spin. He's able to save it. Brandon Kiger's going to lose a couple of spots here. Going to have to buckle down, see if he can get back to it. Out front, it is a war right now. These guys are duking it out with Philbrick in the point. Pointer in second. Right bumper to bumper here with 9 laps left to go around this speedway. Let's drop back a little bit, see what's going on back here. Kiger trying to get back up there after he dropped back to 4th after nearly spinning out. He's to the inside of the 30 car of Boston, heading into turns 3, I believe that is. Gonna take over the 3rd spot. But back out front, Ryan Philbrick, still your race leader. Fastest lap of the session going to Nash Pointer. I called him. I said he wasn't a ringer, but he might be, folks. He is flying around the track. He's the fastest car on the speedway, but boy, is it tough to pass here. Nash Pointer in the 2nd spot, looking to get a run. We're going to hop on board with the 2nd place car, Nash Pointer. Is he going to use that front bumper and just move him out of the way? You never know, folks. With 6 laps left to go, heat race number 1. Donut Box Firestone Late Model Series action. These guys are bumper to bumper. They're duking it out. Philbrick making his season debut. Right in front, trying to hang on, but Pointer is all over him, folks. Gonna cross the line, 5 laps left to go. Something's gotta give. Pointer knows he's faster, but he's gotta find a way around him. Let's hop back on board here, folks. Unbelievable. Let's go to the right rear suspension cam of our race leader, Ryan Philbrick. Look how close this is, folks, with just 4 laps left to go. Philbrick out front onto the backstretch. Looks like he's going to be able to hold on unless he makes a mistake. In the meantime, Kiger in the 3rd spot, followed by Franz and Boston, your top 5. Ryan Philbrick out of Rumford, Maine. He is hooked up here tonight with just 3 laps left to go, and he raced number 1. The 06 car, just a few more corners to go for him. He's going to move up a little bit to protect on that middle line. Pointer trying some new lines out, seeing if he can find a way around him with just 2 laps left to go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a drag race here on out. Pointer knows he's running out of time, but he doesn't want to concede the heat race win here. As they come on to the front stretch, crossing the line, white flag in the air last time around the speedway. Pointer still in the 2nd spot all over the back bumper, but he's not going to have enough here onto the back stretch. Heading into turn 3, Ryan Philbrick out front. Out of 4, he's going to cross the line. He's your heat race number 1 winner, Ryan Philbrick. And 3rd spot goes to Jesse Boston. 4th to Brandon Kiger, followed by the family man, Tony Osborne, taking home the 5th place spot. What a race for heat race number 1, and folks, we got another one to go. Ryan Philbrick, heat race number 1 winner here tonight. As we get ready to grid up, folks, time for heat race number 2 in the Donut Box Firestone Late Models Series Monday night racing right here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Let's get some grid music playing. On the pole, in the number 66 car, the GOAT, Brent Meckies. To his outside, the number 79 machine, EJ Bertrand. Row number 2, he struggled in practice. Can he figure it out? It's the 88, Cody Moore. To his outside, keep an eye out on this man, folks. Had a terrible qualifying session. It's the 00, Caden Tufts out of Canada. Row number 3 on the inside, the 62, John Brancasio. To his outside in the 27 car out of the Carolinas, it's Casey Quigley. 6 cars making the call. Heat race number 2. Front row is going to be Meckies on the inside, Bertrand on the outside. Should be a good one. Going to be 10 laps around the speedway. Last heat race of the night. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you spending your Monday night right here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV, watching some sold-out Donut Box Firestone Late Model Series action. Again, folks, this series brought to you by Firestone Complete Auto Care, Jasper, Alabama. Best in the business, folks. I wouldn't take my car anywhere else. Timing and scoring has crashed.
Slipping back into
Last pace lap around the speedway, ladies and gentlemen. Brent Mackey's the GOAT about to take a screen. As the field bunches up, once again, it's going to be the 66 of Mackey's on the inside, the 79 of Bertrand on the outside. Green flag in the air, timing and scoring has crashed again, folks. We're just going to hide it, get it out of here. Brent Mackey's the GOAT out front. Bertrand stuck up on the high side. He's going to be able to hold on to the second spot. Cody Moore trying to get underneath him. Not going to happen. Bertrand going to fall on the line here. Take over that second spot. Meanwhile, it's a dog fight back here. Caden Tufts gets around Moore. Keep an eye on this 00, ladies and gentlemen. I tell you what, he's going to be the fastest car in this heat race. Currently in the third spot. Can he make some passes? We're going to zoom out here to our grandstand view. Brent Mackey's the GOAT. He is out front. How about EJ Bertrand, though? I've never seen him this fast, and he's actually got it figured out here at Five Flags Speedway. Does he have the patience to find his way around the GOAT of Brent Mackey's? Let's hop on board with the 79 of EJ Bertrand. The Oakdale, Connecticut native, EJ Bertrand, currently in the second spot. Tell you what, it'd be a good task for him to hold off that 00 at Caden Tufts, because he is flying right now. This is the Canadian, folks. Let's hop on board and see how a Canadian wheels a race car. It's Caden Tufts in the 00, currently in the third spot. To the back bumper. EJ Bertrand right in front of him with the Cortland Herman Designs car. Can the 00 find a way around him? It's tough to pass here, folks. Here at Five Flags Speedway, Pensacola, Florida. We're going to see if time and scoring's back up. It's not. I think the lap count's working, though. But out front, Brent Mackey's the GOAT. He's your race leader here for heat race number 2. The 79 of Bertrand in second, followed by the 00 of Tufts with 4 laps left to go. Caden Tufts looking to the inside. It's a battle for second. Is he going to have the run coming out? They're side by side on the backstretch. Heading into turn 3, the 79 tries to come down and shut the door on him. Coming out, he's going to hold the spot for now. The GOAT Mackey's out front with just 3 laps left to go. This race is pretty much over for the race win, but right now I think it's all about this battle for second. The 00 of Tufts being very patient with the 79 of Bertrand. 2 laps left in heat race number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Timing and scoring has totally crashed. Lap count is wrong. I believe the white flag's going to be in the air this time around. Coming out of turn 4, white flag in the air. We're on board with our race leader, the GOAT, Brent Mackey's. Oh, the 00 looking to move the 79 car of Bertrand side by side onto the backstretch. Bertrand didn't like the move, but the 00 looks to have the spot. Coming out of 4, it's going to be a drag race to the line, tries to cross him over. It's the 00 of Caden Tufts taking home second place. The win going to the GOAT, Brent Mackey's heat race number 2 winner. Third place goes to Bertrand, followed by Quigley for 4th and Cody Moore to round out your top 5. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a 5-minute warm-up. These racers are going to fine-tune their cars, get some practice laps in for 5 minutes. We're going to take a short break. We're going to get them patented tunes playing for you, folks. We know this stuff's the best in the business, and I'm not going to hide it from you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our main event here, Donut Box Firestone Late Model Series action here at Five Flags Speedway. Hutchinson Motorsports TV bringing you the action live Monday night racing. Here's your starting lineup for tonight's 80-lap feature event. Playing the invert on the pole, the number 27, Casey Quigley. To his outside, the number 85, Brandon Kiger. Row number 2 in the number 79 machine out of Oakdale, Connecticut, it's E.J. Bertram. To his outside, the number 30 machine, Jesse Boston. Row number 3 on the inside, the 00 out of Canada. Keep an eye on him, he's the man to beat. It's Caden Tufts. To his outside, the number 12, Nash Pointer. Row number 4 on the inside, the number 66, the GOAT, Brent Meckies. To his outside, ladies and gentlemen, he's making his Donut Box Firestone Late Model debut, and boy, has it been a good one so far. Winner of heat race number 1, it's the 06, Ryan Philbrick. Row number 5 on the inside, the number 10 machine, the family man, Tony Osborne. To his outside, boy, has he been struggling all night long. It's the 88 car, Cody Moore. Row number 6 on the inside, the 87, Kenny Collins. To his outside, the 62, John Brancaster. Behind him, Chris Fran's going to take off all by himself in the 7th and final row. 13 cars going to make the call here tonight. Donut Box Firestone Late Model Series action about to get underway. And boy, are these fans excited. On your feet, off your seat. It's time for some Donut Box Firestone Late Model Series action on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Oh, these fans love it. They've been here for hours. The gates opened at 7 a.m. and these guys were camping overnight to get some good seats. Boy, are they excited. This ought to be a good one here tonight, folks.
Green, green, green.
Pace car is in. The field's bunched up. Green flag out. Here we are. Green here. Five Flags Speedway. Heading into turn 1. It's a drag race into 1. On the inside, Casey Quigley going to maintain the lead. Coming out onto the backstretch. Quigley still on the inside, the preferred line. Can the 27 hold on to this race lead? Quigley looking for his first win of the season. Lap 1 goes to Quigley, the 27. To his outside, though, Kiger still right there. Trying to make that high side work. And here comes Bertrand on the inside. The 79 looking to get around Kiger. He's going to do so. Quigley still your race leader for now. Lap number 3 out of 80. Quigley still your leader out front. And boy, these guys getting antsy. We're almost 3 wide onto the backstretch. We got a battle for the lead. Quigley trying to hold off the 79. They are bumper to bumper. Something's got to give, folks. Quigley still your race leader out front. Kiger finally able to get down off the high line for now. Dropped all the way back to 4th. Started in 2nd. We're going to see if Kiger can get to work. But, folks, here comes Caden Tufts. Already up to the 3rd spot after starting in 5th. Keep an eye on that 00, folks. The Canadian Caden Tufts, he is a wheelman. We got a battle for the lead, though, onto the backstretch. Quigley, he's stuck on the outside line. The 79 of Bertrand getting a little sideways in the corner. Comes out a little tight. Able to keep it clean at the line. Still going to be Casey Quigley, your race leader. But Bertrand with the preferred line. He's going to take over the race lead for the time being. Onto the backstretch. Can Bertrand cover up? Quigley on the outside. Trying to make it hard on him. Not giving it an inch. Out of turn 4. New race leader. The 79, E.J. Bertrand. Boy, Bertrand is good here at Five Flags Speedway. I've never seen him with this kind of speed. This must be his home track or something. But meanwhile, here comes the 00, folks. Caden Tufts, the Canadian, wheeling that race car into 2nd place. Good battle for Quigley so far, but he's going to have to fall back to the 3rd spot. Caden Tufts, he's known for being so patient. When is he going to strike and try to take over the race lead? We know these guys they're going to have to pit. Not going to be able to make it on fuel, and they're going to get some fresh tires as well. But we're getting sideways into the wall. Philbrick just junked his car. Caution is out. Let's see what happened. Unbelievable. Hang on. Let's get a better view here. Ryan Philbrick in that 06 car. Keep an eye on him. He's that white 06 car in the middle of the screen. Onto the backstretch, the 88 behind him. Does he just run him over? Yes, he does. The 88 of Cody Moore. Oh, my. Cody Moore just junked him. Ryan Philbrick, welcome to the league. Your car is junk. Philbrick, report to the back because Cody Moore just junked him. Let's give Cody Moore a moment of shame here, folks. Look at the 88 of Cody Moore. Just flat out junked the 06 of Philbrick. Here he is, folks. Moment of shame. Unbelievable. Can't believe what we just saw. But meanwhile, out front, E.J. Bertrand, your race leader, side by side with the pace car. How about it? Bertrand not used to being out front, doesn't know how it works. He's like, do I pull up beside him or do I go behind him? I just don't know. But I will say Bertrand has looked good here all night long. But hate to say it, don't want to be a bearer of bad news, but the 00 of Caden Tufts is coming, bud. And he's faster than you. But a great job so far for Bertrand. As we're on lap number 12 at 80 here, Five Flags Speedway Racing, Pensacola, Florida on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. The GOAT, yours truly, Blake Hutchinson on the call, bringing you this action live on Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the best streaming service in the business. Don't waste your money on Dirt Vision, folks. It's junk. Flow Racing, junk. I heard there's an app called Racing Dirt. Don't worry about it. Junk. But look at this sold-out crowd, folks. Not a single fan is at the concession stand right now. Absolutely 100% sold out, and they're all on their feet still. Not a soul has sat down. And folks, I just received word. There's been a miracle in the stands. There's a man that's been paralyzed his entire life. He was in his wheelchair, and he just stood up for this race. That is how great this racing has been. Donut Box Firestone Late Models Series just created a miracle, ladies and gentlemen. A paralyzed man has come to his feet, and boy, he loves this race. He's cheering right now. He's jumping up and down. This is unbelievable. But your lineup right now. Bertrand out front, followed by Tufts, Quigley, Pointer, and Boston, your top five. As our field starts to bunch up here. Gonna be the last lap around before we drop the hammer and go green again here. Five Flags Speedway Racing, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. First restart of the night. Don't worry, it's not gonna be the last. But your front row consists of Bertrand on the inside, Tufts on the outside. What's gonna happen here? The pace car heads in, gets out of the way. Car's in the restart zone. The 79 of Bertrand punches it early. What a great start for Bertrand. He's out front here. Gonna try to hold off that 00 of Tufts. Keep an eye on these guys back here. They're gonna be trying to gain every inch they can here. Restarts are your best opportunity to pass, and this place is tough to pass, so you know nobody wants to give an inch. But how about the former GOAT, Britt Meckes? What a terrible night so far. He's currently in the 7th spot. Britt Meckes, get on the gas, or I'm gonna take away your GOAT call. Uh-oh. We got guys door slamming each other. Chris Franz was just smoked into the wall. He's got some serious damage, folks. As well as the 06 of Philbrick. Damage right front for Philbrick. Boy, it's been a tough race for Philbrick. After winning his heat race debut here for the Donut Box Firestone Late Models Series, he has been roughed up back there, to say the least. But meanwhile, Bertrand, still your race leader, trying to hold off that 00 of Tufts. The Canadian of Caden Tufts, let's hop on board, currently in 2nd place. Trying to put some moves on to the race leader. You're going to see he gets a little bit lower to get a better run coming off. He's just a little bit faster than Bertrand, but does he have it in him to get around him? As we head to lap number 20 here shortly, E.J. Bertrand, still your race leader out front. But a quiet but great day so far for Jesse Boston. How about Jesse Boston in the 5th spot right now? Long way to go, but he's looking good so far. Meanwhile, let's go to our eyes in the sky, the Hutchinson Motorsports blimp, the most beautiful view in the industry. We cut no corners here at the track, folks. Dozens of cameras on every single car. Unbelievable. 1,000 cameras mounted on cars and around the track. We got a blimp, which you're seeing now. We got a chopper. Here it is. Look how low we're flying this chopper for this race. We just don't care here, folks. But back out to TV2 cam. This is my favorite one right here. Our cameramen, we pay a minimum wage, folks. This is a free streaming service. Can't afford to pay him much more. But out front, still E.J. Bertrand trying to hold off that 00. We're on lap number 23 out of 80. Pit window is any moment, I do believe. So these guys can pit at any time, but you know they're going to want to split it up. And they're probably going to want to wait for a caution. Because I would be shocked if we finish this under green. Oh, we got one slammed on the wall, I think. Oh, they're piled up into each other. Right on cue, they junked each other. And uh-oh, Jesse Boston, after a good start, just got door slammed in the wall. Let's see what happened. Let's find a better view here. Jesse Boston, the 30 car. 27 comes down on the Boston. Oh, the 27 of Quigley just junked. Oh, and he was airborne. The 27 of Quigley junked him flat out, honestly. Not going to lie. Casey Quigley flat out junks Jesse Boston, the 30 car. That's unfortunate. We're going to see who wants to come down pit lane. Let's get them patented tunes playing, though, folks. I love this stuff. This is some good music. Hutchinson Motorsports TV bringing you down on Box Firestone Late Model Series action here. Five Flags Speedway Monday Night Racing. Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, it's the field filler. Kyle Green was unable to race tonight. I'd say unfortunately unable to race, but he'd be in the back anyways. Looks like a handful of cars come down pit lane. Quigley, Philbrick, Franz, Collins, and Boston all down pit lane. Cody Moore as well, but look at this junk race car. Look at this 88 car, Cody Moore. Junk. Looks like our top 5 have not pit. And I believe everybody else has. So everybody should be good on fuel from 6th place back. Gonna be interesting to see how that plays out here. As our field bunches up, last pace lap around the speedway before we drop the hammer and go green again. We're gonna see if the early pit stops pay off for these guys. Bertrand on the inside of the front row. Going to take a screen again. Trying to hold off that 00 of Caden Tufts, which is a tall task to ask. Green flag in the air. Good start for Bertrand. Can he hold off the 00 heading into turn 1? Tufts trying to get a run. Can he make it stick? Outside line is not the preferred line, but can Tufts get it done? Heading into turn 3. Bertrand's still there. Side by side coming out of 4. Tufts washes up the track at the line. Bertrand still your race leader. Tufts going to lose some momentum and have to fall back in line. It is nearly impossible to pass up high, but here comes Tufts with a crossover move. Side by side. Coming out of turn 4, Tufts in the 00. He's going to take the race lead at the line, I think. It's too close to call, but he's going to take it down nonetheless. Caden Tufts, what a move from Tufts. Washes way up the track, does a big crossover, takes over the race lead, but here comes the 12-car Nash Pointer looking to take over the 2nd spot. Top 3 have checked out, folks. The 00 of Tufts is out front. He's going to be tough to get around. Let's drop back a little bit, see what's going on in our 2nd group. Meanwhile, Philbrick still racing with that damaged right front. Doing a good job, but you know that's got to hurt him. The 06 of Ryan Philbrick, the Rumford main native, making his debut here tonight, involved in a couple early wrecks. It's like a swarm back here, folks. Let's stay tuned right here, as Caden Tuff, still our race leader out front. The family man of Tony Osborne trying to hold off the 18 of Franz. Not going to happen. He's going to blow by him and take over the 7th position. Back out front, Caden Tuff still out front, but right there with him, 79 of Bertrand. I don't know what's gotten into E.J. Bertrand. This is his best track by far. He is fast here tonight. And not far behind him, Nash Pointer. Let's hop on board with the 12-car Nash Pointer. Currently in the 3rd spot right now. We're almost halfway home for this one. 80 laps around Five Flags Speedway Monday night racing, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Look at this sold-out crowd. Not a single fan has sat down, folks, and we are halfway done. I don't think they're even going to sit down this entire race. Boy, do they love them some Donut Box Firestone Late Models Series racing. Is it that, or is it the Hutchinson Motorsports TV broadcast? I don't know. I just don't know which one it is. It's probably a little bit of both. But Caden Tuff still out front here by about a quarter of a second. Out there in cruise control out front. We do know our top 3 cars definitely going to have to pit. Let's pull up our Hutchinson Motorsports pit strategy board. Brought to you by Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the best streaming service in the business. But as you see, the top 4 all need to pit, as well as Tony Osborne, who's dropped back to 8. Tough night for Osborne. These guys, they definitely want a caution. If this thing stays green, they're in trouble. If they're going to have to pit and the others won't. But the first car on strategy B is Ryan Philbrick. He's the first car that has pit. Should be good on fuel. We're going to be interested to see how this plays out. I would be shocked if we don't get another yellow here. Short track racing. Pensacola, Florida, Five Flags Speedway. Caden Tuff, he's hoping for a yellow anytime, honestly. Ryan Philbrick, though, what a night for him so far with a damaged right front. He is wheeling and dealing that race car. Looking good here tonight, currently in the 5th spot. He's just cruising right now. There's no reason for him to even try to pass the cars in front of him. He's the first car on this strategy. That's good on fuel. But if the caution comes out, you may as well come in and again get you some tires if you got any left. But back out front, Caden Tuff's trying to lead Bertrand. Bertrand's still there with him, but dropped back just a little bit. Let's hop on board and see how the Canadian is wheeling this race car of Caden Tuff's. Nice and easy on the throttle coming out. Look at all these fans here tonight, watching the 00 of Caden Tuff's wheel that race car out front. Let's drop back here. These guys keeping it clean. Not sure how long these guys can last on fuel. I would guess it can't be much more than 60 laps or so. I know they'll have to pit for sure, but I just don't know how early. As we got a battle for 3rd. Nash Pointer trying to hold on to the spot. Kiger looking to make a pass on the outside. How about it? Kiger blows by him. Nash Pointer is struggling on these old tires. Philbrick looking to make a move. Here comes Philbrick looking to take that 4th spot. It's not so much that he wants to pass the 12 car, but he mainly wants to keep that 30 car behind him, but here he comes. Oh, I'm sorry. The 30 car of Jesse Boston is actually a lap down. So he's racing hard to try to get his lap back. Jesse Boston currently in the 12th position. These guys racing hard. Nash Pointer into the wall a little bit. The 06 underneath him. Keeping it clean here. Pointer does not want a caution. He wants this thing to stay green the rest of the way out. Pointer able to make the move and pass for 4th place. Right behind him is the lap car of Jesse Boston. Trying to get around that 12 as well, but it's not going to matter so much for him. But out front, Caden Tuff starting to leave EJ Bertrand. He's up by over half a second right now. Lap number 51 out of 80. Gonna be interesting to see when these guys elect to come down pit lane. You know they don't want to under green because they're gonna fall 2, maybe 3 laps down, probably 2. You know, Philbrick loves seeing it. He says, boys, keep it clean, keep it green. I'm going to win the damn thing. Ryan Philbrick again. First car on the Strategy B. Good on fuel. Let's hop on board and see how Philbrick is wheeling this car. You know, he's thinking, I'm just saving tires. He wants to hold his spot, save tires. Caden Tuff's down pit lane. Race leader down pit lane as well as Bertrand. Their race is essentially over, folks. Right behind them, Tony Osborne, the family man as well. That's going to put Brandon Kiger in the race lead, but he needs to pit as well. Kiger in the 85. He has not come down pit lane. Let's confirm that. Yes, sir. No, he has not. Brandon Kiger, he's hoping for a caution. He says, somebody please junk your race car, sir. I need a caution, and I need it now, says Brandon Kiger. Philbrick is just patiently waiting. He's like, bud, go ahead and go in the pits. Let me be the race leader. I'm going to win it. Lap number 56. Kiger still out front. How much longer can he go on fuel? Kiger's the last car out on the speedway that hasn't pit, I do believe. He's honestly in the way right now. Philbrick needs to let the 30 car around, honestly. Just let him go. He's a lap car. Just let him go. But right behind him, Chris Franz sneaking up. And into the pits goes Kiger. The 85 says, all right, boys, I'm out of fuel. And your race leader becomes Ryan Philbrick after getting involved in a couple early cautions. Has some right front damage, but he says, you know what? I don't care because I'm bad fast and I'm from Rumford, Maine. Ryan Philbrick out front in his Donut Box Firestone Late Models Series debut. Trying to keep that lap car behind him. Boy, it'd be crazy to see that lap car wreck the leader, and it might be coming. It might be coming. Gives him a little bump coming out of the corner. The 30 car trying to get his way around him and unlap himself. Boy, is he racing hard right now. Again, folks, that 30 car is a lap down. The 30 car of Jesse Boston, and he is racing harder than anybody right now. He says, I'm not finishing this race a lap down, boys. I might just have to junk the leader. But Philbrick out front, he's got a second on our second place car, Chris Franz. But who would have thought we'd have this, folks? We had to have a green flag stop here. Unfortunate decision. You know, that caution that came out around lap 30, them guys really should have pit, honestly. Uh-oh, Philbrick having to come in as well. Maybe our Strategy B cars do have to pit after all. That's unfortunate. I thought they'd be good on fuel, but it looks like they're not. Everybody's going to have to pit, and that's going to cycle everybody back to the front that was. But it's going to make Chris Franz the leader for now. Yeah, I just received word, folks. These guys going to have to pit again. The only guys good on fuel are their Strategy A guys, such as Caden Tuffs, Brandon Kiger, EJ Bertrand, Tony Osborne as well. So everybody else going to have to pit once more. Franz, Mekis, Brancasio, and Quigley, they're going to stay out there as long as they can and hope for a caution. They want to see a caution ASAP to keep them other guys a lap down. But how about Grandpa Chris Franz in the meantime? Give him some TV time because he's your race leader here at Five Flags Speedway. He just hit the wall too. But the 18 car, Grandpa Chris Franz, let's hop on board with the 18. Out there on cruise control out front. I'm curious to see how long can these guys last out there on fuel. Let's pull up our pit strategy board one more time. It's been 39 laps. So as you can see, Tufts, Kiger, and Bertrand, they went about 53 to 57 laps on fuel. So we know you can go 55, 57 laps. So I'd say they're going to try to drag this out to the end. They're going to have to pit. It's going to be close, folks. They might be able to make it. I don't know. It's going to be close. Franz, Mekis, and Brancasio may be able to figure out a way to finish out this race on the fuel run. According to my math, I think they're good. That'd be 53 laps. And as you can see, Tufts did 53, as well as Bertrand, Pointer, and Kiger. So I think our top four are good on fuel. Boy, what a tough way to end the race for Tufts. Unless he gets a caution, his night is done for. Because we only got 11 laps to go around the speedway. Grandpa Chris Franzi's out by a country mile. Out front, 4 seconds. It might be a fuel strategy win for him, but I'm sure he'll take it, and I can't blame him. Chris Franz out front onto the front stretch. 11 laps left around the speedway in front of the sold-out crowd that hasn't even sat down once. Chris Franz knows he keeps it out of the wall. He's going to win this thing. The GOAT, Brent Meckes, is a mile behind him. Quigley coming down pit lane. He's not going to make it. These guys, I don't know if they're going to be good on fuel or not. You got to remember, though, Tufts made it at 53 laps on fuel, but there was some cautions in there. So I don't think these guys can make it on the green flag run, as you can see, because you know Quigley wouldn't have gone in there if there was a chance he could have made it. So Franz, Meckes, and Brancasio in the meantime, they're out front. I don't think they'll make it, though. With 9 laps left to go, boy, it's going to be a heartbreaker for Franz. He is struggling. Trying to save every bit of fuel he can. He's even running the low line. Taking the shortest path around that track. That's called fuel saving there, boys. The 18 car of Franz. He's probably got to save a lap or two, and I don't think it's going to happen. Meanwhile, Caden Tufts in the 00 going to unlap himself. That's going to put Tufts in a great position if these guys do have to pit. Can Franz find a way to save some laps of fuel? With 7 laps left to go. He's your race leader. We are up to 4 cars now on the lead lap. Our top 3 have not pit. Probably going to have to, but we're going to find out. Chris Franz saving every ounce of fuel he can. Boy, is he losing some serious time to Meckes. Meckes has shaved about a second off here in the last few laps. Chris Franz running the bottom of the track. He wants... This is crazy to see, folks. I don't think he can do it. There's still 5 laps left around the track. You know he's hurting if he's running that low in the straightaways. Meanwhile, Bertrand trying to unlap himself. He's going to do so. Blow around him. Bertrand in the 5th spot. Finally back on the lead lap after the pit strategy didn't pay off for him so far. On to the front stretch. Chris Franz. He's probably going half throttle around this track. He says, boys, I need a lap or 2. 4 laps left to go. Can he figure out a way to make it? Let's pull up the board here. Franz, Meckes, Brancasio all need to pit still. At least my calculations show they do. But maybe they're wrong. Maybe Chris Franz is a master at saving fuel. There's only 3 laps left to go. I hope he can make it, folks. It's going to be a photo finish on fuel for Franz. We still haven't seen Meckes or Brancasio come down pit lane. Can Franz make it? Onto the straightaway. Folks, there's only 1.5 laps left to go. Meckes is closing in quick. Chris Franz, white flag in the air. He needs 1 more lap. Can he do it? The 18 car of Franz, he's letting the lap cars go. He's like, go on, boys. Onto the backstretch. Chris Franz, can he coast to the victory? Heading into turn 3. Looking good out front. Lap cars all around him. Chris Franz in the 18 takes home the win here. Five Flags Speedway. A pit strategy win. Chris Franz figures out a way to do it. Boy, was he saving. What a way to end the night here. Chris Franz, your race winner. Unbelievable. If Chris Franz could come to the booth waiting room, I would appreciate it. Somebody please please let Chris Franz know to hop to the broadcast waiting room. Or just come to the broadcast booth, I don't care. Either way, I'd love to do an interview for that 18 car. I'm surprised he's got enough fuel to do a burnout. What a run. Chris Franz able to sneak himself into victory lane. Your race winner in the 18 car, Chris Franz. I'm going to see if I can get him in the booth, get an interview. I don't think so, folks. I think he's leaving. In the meantime, let's go ahead and pull up our final results here. Your race winner Grandpa Chris Franz finding a way to get it done with the fuel-saving Brent Meckies. The GOAT was running him down quick in the 66, able to take home a second-place finish. And how about John Brancasio with his best run of the year, able to take home third, and he's on the podium. What a run here. Caden Tufts was the best car all night long, but it didn't matter because it all came down to pit strategy, which means Chris Franz becomes your race winner. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. We're going to get him up here. Chris, Blake in the booth, you got me?
Hey, how you doing there?
Hey, I'm doing great, but not as good as you. How much fuel did you have left when that race ended?
My second burnout, I ran out of fuel and had to get it towed back to the pits.
I figured it was close. I had no clue if you're going to be able to make it or not, and it looked like you just were able to squeeze out enough fuel to do so.
It was a great race, great competition every week, as always.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes luck is better than skill, and you definitely had the luck on your side tonight, but you had enough speed to find yourself out front and take home the checkered flag.
Yep, absolutely. It was a great race. Looking forward to a great 4th of July celebration with everybody, and it's a fantastic league and a fantastic group of guys.
Yes, sir. Well, it's good to see you get here Victory Lane, first of the season, and hopefully it's not the last, but if you got any shout-outs, go ahead and let them be heard.
Now, just thank you to Donut Box and Firestone and yourself for the hosting, Blake. It's always fantastic to watch your videos, and just want to say thank you to everybody.
Well, thanks for coming up for the interview, Chris, and congratulations. I'll let you head down and celebrate. Great job out there tonight, winning here at Five Flags Speedway.
Thanks a lot, Blake.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Chris Franz, the 18 car. As you heard from him, he ran out of fuel during his burnout. That's how close it was for him. Able to sneak in the victory lane. Caden Tufts probably isn't happy, but deal with it, bud. You got a long drive home from Florida to Canada, Caden. Start learning to save some fuel, bud. Chris Franz, your race winner here tonight, but thanks for tuning in. Monday Night Racing, Donut Box Firestone Late Models Series, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, bringing you the action live. Next week, we're going to be at Irwindale. Irwindale's my favorite track, but unfortunately, we're on a different configuration than I prefer. We're going to be on the oval. I prefer the figure eight. I've been trying to campaign to make the figure eight race happen next week instead of the oval race, but unfortunately, it doesn't seem like that's going to happen, but boy, would it be great to see. But again, thanks for tuning in. Hope to see you back here same time, same place next week. We're going to be at Irwindale. Till next time, I'm the GOAT, Blake Hutchinson.